Teachers registering with the South African Council of Educators are now required to produce a police clearance certificate. The new policy, which came into effect on the 1st of January, aims to keep sex pests out of the classrooms. We are joined now by the council spokesperson, Themba Ndlovu. Mr. Ndlovu, good morning, and thank you very much for your time this morning. Just to clarify, this is a new policy? Is this a new requirement?
In actual fact, thanks for having us this morning. The Council took a decision last year in March indicating that from the 1st of January 2019, all teachers coming in to register with the Council, new registration, and those that are coming to update the information on our systems were to be expected to produce a valid police clearance certificate. This is a decision that we have started implementing. You may safely say it's a new decision, but it is a decision that we believe as Council is worth in protecting the integrity of the teaching profession.
What took the Council so long to get to the point where you require such police clearance certificates from registering teachers?
You must remember that we are an evolving society. It can never be late to take a decision. We started with this decision actually affecting all foreign-born educators. For the past 2 years, foreign-born educators coming to register with Council were expected to provide a valid police clearance certificate from the South African Police Services. Council felt, also looking at the number of incidences that were getting reported of misconduct that is committed by some of the teachers, Council felt it important that all teachers coming to register would need to provide a police clearance certificate.
Now, such a certificate will then say that the teacher has never been convicted of any crime or is not facing any criminal charges.
That is correct, because a police clearance certificate would indicate whether there were any convictions against the teacher or not. And if Council finds that out of that police clearance certificate, it is indicated that there has been a conviction, Council has set up a committee we call the Fit to and Proper to Teach Committee, so that such cases then would be referred to that committee. A committee would interact with the case and make a recommendation to Council whether such an individual is fit to be admitted to the profession or not. I can safely indicate to the viewers this morning that tomorrow and Wednesday, Council would actually be finalizing that kind of a policy so that as we get these police clearances coming in, we are able to strengthen our Fit and Proper Committee to do its job properly.
So part of that finalization will be to define exactly what kinds of crime will be viewed as serious and that individual will not be allowed to teach, and what others they could be assisted to rehabilitate and then enter classroom?
You are correct, actually. We are, as Council, looking at very serious crimes. We are facing a challenge. Only last year we received over 78 cases of sexual misconduct. Those are such cases that we would be looking at, because we believe parents, we believe society cannot afford to have people who are sexual predators working with children. So such serious crimes, crimes like murder, which we are getting applicants for people who have been convicted of murder coming through to register with Council, those are such crimes that we'll be looking at. However, it is the Fit and Proper Committee that would make a determination whether Council is able to accept an application from an individual or not.
Now, Mr. Ndlovu, you said earlier in answering one of my questions that we live in an evolving society. Part of that evolution, the changes we're facing, is that we've got a lot of stuff that can be faked. You can get fake documents. How are you going to ensure as a council that that certificate that's being presented to you as a police clearance certificate is in fact authentic?
You know, when we get the certificate as council, we are able to verify it with the South African Police Services. Remember, every police clearance certificate has got a unique number. So once we receive it, we verify it with the South African Police Services. We are calling on our people, on our teachers, to say they should not even risk trying to come up with fraudulent police clearance certificates, because we have got systems in place, we have got mechanisms in place as council to verify such certificates, and it would be unfortunate if we pick up that somebody is bringing a fraudulent qualification or fraudulent police clearance certificate, because stronger action would be taken against such an individual. We have got the systems. Once you present us with the certificate, we immediately verify it with the South African Police Services, so that once it's authenticated, then we're able to admit you if you qualify to be registered with council.
And very briefly, Mr. Ndlovu, since March, you advised the teaching profession about this requirement. Now it's in effect. How has the teaching profession responded to the council's move? Very briefly.
We are quite excited that teacher unions, stakeholders, universities, the Department of Education are supportive of the move, and we believe broader society also supports the move by council, because all of us are saying one way: we need to protect the integrity of the teaching profession. The support that we've been getting from teachers is amazing, and we wish to thank them very much for supporting this move.
Thank you very much. That's South African Council of Educators spokesperson Themba Ndlovu.